the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On one, ready? 12, 12, 12.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. This defense for the Cards, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Seven yards left for second down. Ball at the 10.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, hey. 11.
Burrow will throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, The psychology is, okay, they're number one. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Moore, the man in motion. On 2nd down and 4. Herbert finding his target. It's Trey McBride. And he's brought... before they get it across the 20-yard line.
A gain of 15, and the Cardinals first down.
Herbert on 1st down now. That's out to the flat for Ingram. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 29, Herbert. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And some room to work. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
12, 11 Mighty, 11 Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bengals sit 11-4 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
12.
Burrow looking to pass. That is taken in by Hurst. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle, pushes him over. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati.
Here we go.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
11.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 1, right?
down. Here's Joe Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And all the way down to the 35. 59 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
12, 11, 11. 11.
Now Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Well, they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Inside handoff to Mixon. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So naturally they will decline it. They got the 1st down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the 1st down through hard work and effort anyway? 1st down.
12.
1st down. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to Mixon on 1st down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
11 empty, 11 empty. 11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas. 11, 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. And his kick here is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Ingram again, a first down carry. Room here to run. Touchdown, Cardinals. Keontae Ingram with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Cardinals have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
He's going to air one out. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January. And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Moore, the man in motion. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hopkins, a man in motion right. It's a give to the right. Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 145 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Ingram. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. In motion right is Hopkins. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Going deep for Hopkins. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Cardinals will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Up the middle, Ingram. And it's a fumble. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
They go screen. This is Ingram. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today? Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And the Cards will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He's got it to Ingram, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Keontae Ingram. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cards get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading the... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. They find some open field here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown! Joe Mixon, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game is certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12.
To try again after the sack. Burrow trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
12, 12, 11, 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now Burrow loses the football. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal. And the Pigs get at the 7-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. A beautiful fake. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
2nd down and goal. Herbert. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Cardinals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 74 yards. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it?
He's got a man complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
12.
Here's Burrow. Looking deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 2nd and 15 now. Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And now here is another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash, this from 53. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
11 MT tape. A can.
They go play action with Burrow. Throws right side, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a
And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 41. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And his throw is incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
Now, I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Now, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 11. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 45 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ingram again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Ingram at tailback. He's got it running left. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Well, fans usually love to see score.